aqua friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole and today we have a very fast snowflake tutorial, and I'm starting off by wetting my paper really well with just some water so that we have time to work wet on wet watercolor technique. I'm using a nice cold blue color. It's either ultramarine or cobalt. And initially I tried to do just Brusho, the Brusho pigment crystals. Those are a lot of fun to work with. But when I added my salt, it didn't spread and didn't get that salt effect that's so cool. So I'm using a combination of both, putting in as much pigment as I can while it's still wet. And here I go sprinkling in the salt. So it is so fun doing snowflakes with salt as a watercolor technique. You get some very bleached out areas that look very cool. On top of the salt, you can also see that I'm sprinkling in some Brusho crystals, and I'm giving it a fresh spritz of water. So this is going to help the Brusho crystals spread a little bit. Once that completely dries, I'm using a very fine detailed pen with my stencils and choosing some pretty snowflake shapes that I like, and I am drawing in the snowflakes with the watercolor bleed-proof white gouache that I have. So what's fun about this is it leaves you a very light impression, and then if you want to increase the contrast of those snowflakes, which I kind of have to because you can't see it that well, you don't have to go over the whole thing. You could just go over parts of what you did in the paint. So I do like to use the jelly pen to go over certain areas to make the contrast a bit more defined. So as you see right there, see how light it is? And then when I go over with the pen, it pops forward a bit more into the foreground. If you don't have a jelly pen, then you can always go over with the stencils a second time with the watercolor white. So you could add as many or as little as you want. Putting some in the very dark areas, it will really pop forward more. If you guys like this project, then hit that subscribe button so you can follow along and not miss any future tutorials. And then of course, when you go over the areas that are darker in color, those snowflakes will pop forward a lot more and be a lot more noticeable. I hope you enjoyed this cute little project today. See you guys next week.